Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno, coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be about the New World Order. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, today's topic is gonna be about the New World Order. Okay, now this right here is probably one of those videos that you didn't know you needed. All right, you probably didn't know you needed this video, y'all. But see, the New World Order is real. Somebody drop in the comments and say I'm ready if y'all are ready for what I'm about to lay out in this video. Okay, make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I am ready if you are ready for what I'm about to lay out in this video. Now this video probably gonna blow your mind, okay, because the New World Order is real. Rena, what are you saying right now? See, I want y'all to understand something. When I say keep a rich mentality, I mean that in all aspects of your life. Yes, sir, I mean that mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, intellectually, okay? In all aspects of your life. And see, this right here, y'all, is real, okay? Yes, y'all, I'm always gonna be chosen ones to the death of me, right? Always. However, y'all, it is some things that are going on right before our eyes, right up underneath our nose, okay? And so in this video, I'm about to expose it. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in to the very end of this video, all right? Now, before we get into it, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. And not only that, family, y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Listen, y'all, they are trying to get rid of us, all right? This right here is an urgent message. So 5 things I have picked up about this New World Order, y'all, is gonna be this, y'all. From my perspective, right? And again, y'all, perspective is objective, and I get it. Everybody gonna have their opinions, but hey, here's mine, and I got facts to back it up, right? But anyway, y'all, number 1, y'all, I don't know if y'all knew this, but there's a supercomputer that allegedly predicts when humans will go extinct. All right, I don't think y'all heard what I just said. This is some real stuff right here, okay? It's a supercomputer that I'm sure you knew nothing about, that it allegedly predicts when humans will go extinct. Let me just speak on this for a second, y'all. If it's something that's out here that can predict when me, you, your kids, right, my kids whenever I have them, if it can predict when they are gonna leave and be gone extinct, all right, what else is out here? Okay, I'm just gonna ask that question. What else is out here? Okay, but secondly, this, it goes back to when history is kind of repeating itself, right? See, back in the day, y'all, I'm talking about back in the day when they was trying to build a tower, God had to confuse them with different languages, okay? Therefore, they wouldn't be able to build that tower to get to where he was, right? And so it's almost similar to this right here. We as humans are always trying to outdo God in some way, shape, or form. We're always trying to, put ourselves in position to outsmart and outthink God. It's not possible, right? It's not possible. Somebody drop in the comments and say it's not possible. Now, peep this right here, y'all, about the supercomputer, okay? The supercomputer says one day the world will end. When that happens, and this right here, y'all, is a composed article by a composer by the name of Joshua, right? Just giving y'all some perspective on it. So context on it, I'm sorry. When that happens, the sun will essentially explode outward. This has been talked about for years, y'all, centuries, that the sun is going to explode and kill everybody, right? Destroying many of the planets around it as it dies and reaches another cycle of its life. But before that happens, scientists say we can likely expect humanity's end to arrive, okay? Then it's talking about climate changes, etc., etc. But what's interesting, it says this right here, family. It says that in 250 million years, if the climate change continues the way it has, this is when it's going to happen, right? Understand something, y'all. When it comes to this New World Order, y'all, I stay aware and I try to realize what's going on, but at the end of the day, y'all, I'ma always be a believer of God. And so science is some cool thing that was made up by a guy who think that they can predict God's way, right? Or think that they can outdo God's way. And so what I'm simply saying, y'all, is that there's truth to it, but also it's a fad. And so the supercomputer is out here, right, trying to predict when humans will go extinct. All right, y'all do your research on this now. It's right. It's called a supercomputer, and you know it leads me to my second point about the New World Order, y'all, which is this Tesla Cybertruck. Right now, I know people again is gonna say, "Oh, Reno, this is a conspiracy," whatever the case is. Let me just tell y'all this right here, y'all. When it comes to the Tesla Cybertruck, do y'all know that Tesla planned to produce the vehicle in 2021, but it was first delivered to customers in late November 2023. As of December 2023, the Cybertruck is available only in North America. If y'all watched the movie by the name of Upgraded, they already had the Cybertruck invented, and now it's just now being released. Now, this takes me back to the movie called Smart House. For all my people who was born in the 80s, early 90s, right? Definitely the 70s. Y'all know that Smart House is basically what the iPhone is today. Smart House came out before an iPhone was ever invented. So this lets you know that there are information and computer systems and things that's already been invented before they release it out to the public. Brenda, what are you saying right now? You have to be mindful, y'all, of individuals who are holding out on information. They are holding out. Case in point, they're trying to get rid of us. Well, Brenda, it's only a Tesla Cybertruck. I understand all that. But it's about the time of when it was released to the public. So you got to be mindful, y'all. They are holding out on information. They are holding out on technologies. It's so much technology out here, y'all, to where it's ridiculous. Okay, it is ridiculous. And so the Tesla Cybertruck, y'all, it does something to me because I'm able to see the buffoonery in it. I'm able to see the trickery in it, y'all. Y'all got to understand this. This is a real thing. Now, moving on to the next thing, y'all, about this New World Order is going to be this, y'all. They hide the cure for diseases. Yup. They hide the cure for diseases. How many people, y'all can drop in the comments and let me know, but how many people feel like there's no cure for cancer, AIDS, HIV, herpes, any of these things, right? Y'all can drop in the comments, y'all. Please let me know down below in the comments what y'all think, right? Well, I'm sure y'all probably think that it's not, but that's only what they told you. See, when you think about these diseases, you have to think about it as a money game, because when you start talking about pharmaceuticals, and Nipsey Hussle spoke on this before, y'all, but when you start talking about pharmaceuticals, you're talking about a multi-billion-dollar company, right? You're talking about a multi-billion-dollar company. And so when you're speaking about that type of money or that type of revenue that's been accumulated every year, not just 1 year, but every year. And then you got somebody over here like Dr. Sebi or Dr. Sebi, who is talking about holistic, medicines, herbal. He's a certified herbalist, right? That is automatically going against everything that they're talking about as far as over-the-counter drugs. You're messing with my money, okay? You're messing with my money. And so why would I give you the cure, right, when I can just sell you the treatment? Okay, it's almost like a subscription-based program. Why would I sell you a movie when I can just sell you this monthly program and you can watch as many movies as you like? So I get money in perpetuity. I get continuity money. Y'all following what I'm saying, chosen ones? Okay, this is what I'm saying, y'all. You got to have a rich mentality in every aspect of your life. You got to pay attention to the little things. You got to pay attention to the little things, y'all. And so I want to speak briefly about Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi, y'all, he was charged. Why? Because they got him for false practicing medicine falsely without a license, right? It says this right here, family. It says that Let me move forward. Yeah, right here, y'all. In 1987, the New York State Attorney General charged Bowman with 2 counts of practicing medicine without a license after he placed ads in local newspapers, right? Claiming to be able to cure AIDS. The Attorney General's office sent undercover agents to his office to gain diagnosis and treatments for purported symptoms of diseases. Bowman was acquitted because jurors said the tape recorded by the agents failed to show that Bowman had made a medical diagnosis of their purported conditions, right? And so, in an effort to stop Bowman's false claims, the New York Assistant Attorney General for consumer fraud filed a civil suit against Bowman, okay? And it also says right here, y'all, that Bowman, he beat his case, y'all, in 1988, right? So they tried to say that he was false claiming, and they tried to say that all his alleged, diagnosis was false and wrong, okay? Well, how can this man beat the case, right? How can he beat the case? Okay, well, it's because it was never false, right? They told you that, no, he's lying. It's not a cure for AIDS, HIV. There's no cure. Why? Because I got multi-millions of people who are in jail or prison, right? And not only that, y'all, but I have thousands of people who are paying me for the cure, or paying me for the treatment. Right? So why would I allow this cure to go around? Reno, what are you saying right now? They are hiding the cure for diseases. See, if y'all haven't noticed by now, you need, the cure for diseases to live longer. And so they rather sell you over-the-counter drugs just to keep you, so they can stay in your pockets, to be honest. So they can stay in your pockets, all right? But with that being said, y'all, Dr. Sebi, he actually cured people. Well, I'm not gonna say cured, y'all, but he helped them get healthier, like Left Eye, y'all, from TLC, Steven Seagal, Michael Jackson. Okay, these high quality celebrities. Before Nipsey Hussle passed away, or before he was murdered, he was speaking about Dr. Sebi, right? Because this case was, once it was acquitted, they just threw it away. They don't talk about it no more, right? But as long as they call him a false, a false practitioner, somebody who was just having false claims or alleged claims of curing this and curing that, basically they tried to make him look like a fraud, right? But in actuality, he was not a fraud, y'all. And so what I'm saying is, when people are trying to hide the cure and the diseases, you got to pay attention to those people. Well, Reno, who is they? I'm glad y'all asked. They are everybody who is against God's side, okay? So this is a battle between the wicked and the righteous, okay? The wicked and the righteous. Those who are greedy and those who are not. Those who are just and those who are not. Are y'all following what I'm saying? This is a spiritual warfare that we're going through, all right? The New World Order is real. Now, get this right here, y'all. It says that Dr. Sebi was arrested in 2016 for carrying $37,000, right? And so they wanted to get him for allegedly money laundering, okay? So y'all tried to get him, for being a false practitioner of not having a license for medicine, right? Once he beat that, that wasn't enough. Y'all waited till 2016. This man was in his 80s when they got him. And I think he died in prison, by the way, right? See, they was never over the fact that he found the cure and he began to place ads in the newspaper telling people that I got the cure to what they have been lying to you about for years. Right? See, the New World Order is real, y'all. The New World Order is real. And so I need y'all to open up your eyes. They are lying to you. They're giving you false information. Okay? Moving on to the next one, family, is going to be number 4, y'all. It's the foods we eat. Right? It is the foods that we eat, y'all. And I know that we all are doing better, at least trying to do better, right? Listen, y'all, I not too long ago had me a burger myself. Y'all, I'm still trying to get better, and I'll just be honest with y'all. I am. However, I have enough sense to know that the food that they are trying to give to us and sell to us is not right, it's not good, and it's not healthy. I know it, y'all. Listen, right here in the article, family, it says this right here about foods that we eat, like McDonald's, Crystals. And I promise y'all, I'm not trying to, stunt on nobody's business or, put boo-boo on somebody's business, y'all. I'm not trying to do that. However, that is what it is. It says a wealth of evidence has found that sugary, processed foods, high in saturated fats can expose people to potentially fatal diseases at similar, if not greater, rates than smoking. So they're basically saying that eating terrible foods with all the sugary processed stuff in it, saturated fats, is almost just as worse as cigarettes. But then they try to sell it to your kid in a Happy Meal. Are y'all following what I'm saying? The New World Order is real. They're trying to control you by the things that you eat, the medicines you put in your body, right? This is real, y'all. Moving on to the next one. Oh, and also let me say this, y'all. These are 2 documentaries that you gotta watch, y'all, okay? I don't care what race you are. I don't care what gender you are. You gotta watch this. It's one called Colorblind, okay? Where they expose how the foods are, okay? And then it's another one called What in the Health. And this one is on YouTube, y'all. It got like millions and millions of views. But What in the Health also exposes the food that they sell to us. And the last one, y'all, is gonna be number 5, family. As I've been saying this whole video, false news and information, right? The only reason they give you false news and information is to impute fear, to keep you controlled, okay? To keep you controlled. So while they're doing all their evilness, their wickedness, everything else, y'all, they're trying to keep you controlled, okay? By the fear. This is why people don't chase their dreams, because of fear. This is why people, don't move out their hometown. Why? Because of fear. This is why people stay packed up in a place like sardines, because of fear. And so what they do is, CNN, all these news places, Fox News, everything, y'all. This is why they put out false news. And you eat it up every time. But I'm letting you know, y'all, this is a part of propaganda. New World Order. It's real, all right? Also, they want to keep you blinded, from the reality, okay, of life. They can sit here and tell you on the news that, it's going to be a blue sun. And you sit here and see it right here that it's the regular color sun. But you believe it because it was on the news. Propaganda is real. Okay, propaganda is real. If y'all know propaganda is real, drop in the comments and let me know. All right, but a great example, y'all, would be when it was COVID-19. That was telling us that, all these people are dying. Everybody is dying from COVID. But what they didn't tell you is that some of those people who died from COVID, some of those people who passed away from COVID, actually those numbers was not coming from COVID. It was coming from the flu. It was coming from a virus. It was coming from everything else other than COVID. Okay, so those numbers that they was trying to put all on COVID, that was not the case. People was dying from COVID, but not every single body. And that had been proven too, which means, y'all, the statistics and the analytics was wrong. And not only are they telling you that that information that they told us was wrong, but everything else. They only give you half of the truth. They only give you half of the truth, okay? But with that being said, y'all, this right here is the New World Order. They are trying to get rid of us, all right? And a recap of that, y'all, number 1, this supercomputer that they have that shows you, or that's telling you that, hey, this can predict when humans will go extinct. All right, but again, y'all, again, science was created by somebody who thought that they can outdo God. You can't outdo God, y'all. Number 2, the Tesla Cybertruck, right? It may seem like a conspiracy, but again, y'all, this model and make of a truck was already here in 2018. They just now released it to us in the public 2023. That's 5 years. What have they been hiding from us? Okay. Number 3, they hide the cure for diseases. Dr. Sebi already cured certain things. And I'm sure not only Dr. Sebi cured certain diseases, I'm sure it was other holistic and herbalists who have done it, but they shut them up when you start talking about multi-billion-dollar businesses, which is pharmaceuticals, okay? Number 4, it is the foods that we eat. McDonald's, Crystals, the list goes on, family. Number 5, false news and information. You got to pay attention to the information that you are watching on TV because it just may be propaganda, all right? The New World Order is real, y'all. I wouldn't trust no president, okay? I wouldn't trust no secretary. I wouldn't trust the vice president. Nobody in the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives, nobody, y'all. Go for yourself. You do your own research and do your own reading. The New World Order is real, y'all, okay? I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you gotta publish your book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you gotta build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you gotta do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments social influence if you want to build up your social influence. Click that link in the bio and we're gonna get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.